Hello, good morning students. Welcome back for our next class in history. And up to now we have studied about what is nationalism and how did nationalism emerge in Europe. We have find out that the French Revolution which occurred in the year 1789 and it had a great impact on the culture and history of Europe, and it started the feeling in the minds of people that the people should organize themselves on the basis of language, culture and ethnic variation. Then today we are going to find out how did Napoleon influence the nationalism in Europe and how did Napoleon help in the people of Europe to achieve freedom from the monarchy. Then the topic for today is role of Napoleon in spread of nationalism among the people of Europe. Then a brief description about Napoleon. He was a person born in the island of Corsica, which was under the French regime, and he joined the French army. With due course of time, he was very talented and he was very sharp-minded. He rose to the position of general and he became the dictator of France in 1804. Means he captured power from the democratic government and he introduced a series of laws which are called Napoleonic Code of Laws. He became the dictator of France in 1804 AD, and he introduced a variety of laws known as the Napoleonic Code of Laws. He introduced grouped under so the reforms and the various laws which were introduced by him, they are known as Napoleonic Code of 1804, and these were the reforms which he introduced and the people welcomed the reforms. Not only in France, those countries or states which came under the rule of France, Italy, Switzerland, Germany and other countries which were invaded by Napoleon, they came under direct control of Napoleon, and the rules and regulations were introduced in those places also. So the people of many countries where the monarchy was there, the people were oppressed by the monarchy, they welcomed the French armies under Napoleon and they provided them everything they wanted. So what were the rules and regulations in the Napoleonic Code which encouraged people to overthrow the monarchy? We can note a few of them. Privilege from birth were abolished. Means someone who is born in a royal family or in a family of the priest, they don't have to pay any tax. They were not liable for any penalties or dues of the state. They were exempted from any law. Means by birth it was withdrawn. Means Napoleon first of all withdraw the benefits enjoyed by the people due to birth in the higher society. Then all the people were treated equal before law. No one was big, no one was small. The laws were for everyone. Maybe the monarch, maybe the feudal lord, maybe the peasant and the laborers. All the laws were similar for each and every person, and the punishments were also similar. So in this way he tried to encourage equality among the people of France. Then he abolished all the feudal dues and taxes. We know that in France, the third estate people have to pay taxes, who are very poor, and the clergy and the monarchy, as well as the nobility, they were exempted from any tax. So he abolished this system. He threw away this system, and he abolished all the dues which were for the taxes and others on the peasants and the laborers and the common people. He was a messiah for the common people, as he introduced various reforms for them, and he was like a prophet for them because he introduced various reforms. Then he introduced unique system of weights and measures. He made them unique and according to decimal system. The weight which was introduced by him was same in any place of his empire. Means uniqueness in the quantity of any substance was found in his system. So the people who were doing trade, they can't cheat the common persons. So the unique weights and measure system introduced by him is a revolutionary step, and it was based on the decimal system where the negligence was minor, very minor fault was found in that system. Then he uplifted the guild and taxes to be paid at each and every place. At that time, France was divided into cantons and duchies, and traveling from one place to another, the people have to pay taxes. Means if they cross one canton and they have to enter the other canton, there was a barricade and they have to pay the taxes there. So therefore, the price of the goods became too much. If a person should travel more cantons or more duchies, then he has to pay more taxes. So he reformed it and he introduced one single tax, that a goods should be taxed only once. It may be going to very far place or it is going to a very short distance, the tax will be similar. So in this way he reformed the tax system and he abolished the guilds. Then transport and communication were brought under this code. Means all the roads and the sea routes, they were under this code, and the rules and regulations which were made, they applied to all these means of transport and communication. So the rules were made for each and every person and it were similar. No discrimination was done on the basis of anything. So the last one, and the most important, he introduced a common currency throughout his empire. Means a common currency was introduced throughout his empire, and this helped France in many ways, because before him the currencies were not a single one. Many currencies were used inside the same region, but he introduced the single currency, and in throughout his empire this currency was used and the value was unique. So but for purchasing or selling goods, this currency was very much helpful, as the price was easily determined and the payment was very much easier and accepted. So we can say that Napoleon was a conqueror and dictator, but he was a very person who wanted to modernize his system. About 200 years back, this person or this man, he did everything to modernize Europe, which was not prevailing in those days. So we can say that he was a person or a modernizer of Europe. Many of his beliefs and the ideals of the code are adapted today also. At present, many countries follow his guidelines, and we have unique currency, we have the unique code system, all the people are equal, and the dues of the common people, they are abolished. So many of his principles or guidelines, they are all used throughout the world of today also. So we can say that he is also a modernizer of Europe, and Napoleon Code of 1804 was very much important because it was a revolutionary step in modernization of Europe, and it made Europe a modern continent at that time. So this was the contribution of Napoleon towards the growth of nationalism in Europe. He was welcomed by the people of many countries, and the people welcomed the French armies, but he was defeated in the Battle of Waterloo in 1815. This man was defeated and he was exiled at St. Helena, and he died in the year 1821. So it was a misfortune for him that he lost the Battle of Waterloo, and afterwards in 1821 he died. So his contribution, we can't forget that he is often looked as a modernizer of modern Europe. So thank you very much for listening to me. Have a good day.